In this video, I'm going to go over domestic violence third convictions and whether we can get that expunged. My name is Sam Bone. I am located in Gadsden, Alabama, and I do expungements for people. So what are the impacts of a domestic violence third conviction? Number one, we have the statute here in Alabama that says if you've been convicted of, it says, a crime of violence, misdemeanor offense of domestic violence, violent offense listed here, then you are not eligible to have a weapon in Alabama. Next, it impacts job opportunities. If you're applying for jobs, you have to put that conviction on your record. It impacts your ability to get jobs. It impacts your ability to get promotions and things of that sort. So what are the eligibility of domestic violence third? Let's first look at what the petition looks like. Here's what it looks like here. So here it says you were convicted of a misdemeanor. So domestic violence is a misdemeanor. So that means you're going to have all probation or parole requirements completed, including payment of fines, costs, restitution. So normally when we file something, we will have to show that your balance with that municipality or county is zero. We get a receipt to show that sometimes. Your probation, generally, you'll have to do a year or 2 years of either supervised or unsupervised probation, which normally is not an issue since you also have to have 3 years from the date of conviction. You see that here. It's not 3 years from the date that it happened. It's 3 years from the date of conviction. Next, you've got to have that it was not something while you were operating using a CDL, but again, not relevant here since we're dealing with domestic violence. Okay, so here is where we really have issues: is the definition of violent offense, sex offense, definition of moral turpitude, serious traffic offense. So let's go into that. So you have to say that we have to be able to check those boxes. That domestic violence third is not one of those. So let's look that up. Here are the definitions for violent offense. Okay, let's control F, domestic violence. Domestic violence first. That is a felony. That's not what we're dealing with here. Domestic violence second. That is the class B felony as well. That is not what we're dealing with. However, we have a third one, domestic violence third, which is what we're talking about. But then it goes on to say pursuant to subsection D of that. So what does subsection D provide? Let's click there. Subsection D, here's the code for domestic violence third. Subsection D deals with a third or subsequent conviction and is a class C felony. So it does not apply here on a simple domestic violence third. So you look through there, it is not covered under violent offenses. Sex offenses, let's look through it. No domestic violence third there. Is it a moral turpitude offense? Going through it. Nope, it is not a moral turpitude offense. Is it a serious traffic offense? Nope, not a serious traffic offense. Therefore, domestic violence is eligible. Once you figure out you're eligible, how do we do the expungement? We'll determine you're eligible, then we'll fill out forms to get a background check. I'll have a list of documents for you to get to me. I've got other videos that will explain the expungement process. If you want to look on my page and see the other videos regarding expungement, about what documents I need a certified copy of the conviction. I need the certified background check. And then from there we can file. After you file it, you've got to serve wherever you were jailed. You've got to serve whatever police or counties were involved. You also have to serve the local DA. Then you've got 45 days from that for the DA to object. If the DA does not object, it's generally granted. If the DA objects, then it'll be set for a hearing. Just because it's set for a hearing does not mean that the judge will grant it or deny it. A judge has the ability to deny it or grant it. Okay, let's say so what are the benefits? You get to remove the conviction from public records, improved employment opportunities, improved housing and educational benefits, and you get a fresh start of not having that on your record anymore. Here's a caveat though. Expungement does not give you your gun rights back. This statute here says any expungement order shall not entitle an individual to ship, transport, possess, or receive a firearm. That is clear by the statute right here. However, it does any person whose record of conviction is conviction is expunged pursuant to this chapter may have his or her right to receive a firearm restored with a pardon. So this gives us the ability to get a pardon if you have been convicted of a domestic violence third. If you've got any questions, please let me know.